Hello and welcome everyone out there. I'm Amentro, I'm the Duke of Geeks, and with me today for this sixth battle report on my channel is Sterotony. Welcome.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Looking forward to see the result because just for you all guys, I don't know the result in advance. So I'm really curious how the game will go.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're back because I had to
Yes,
make
I'm
one
back.
battle report solo and I was so
Yeah,
lonely. I almost
I can
cried
imagine.
before my monitor.
I can imagine. I would do the same. So no, but now I'm back. I had some half vacation, half business trip, and then I had a business trip afterwards, and then I had the 1 week to recover to just survive the last 2 weeks, and now I'm back, and now the Q4 is coming, and I'm fully energized to go for more battle reports and play more 9th Age.
Yeah, and today we have a special battle report for you. It's the first Fading Flames battle report on the whole internet, I think. And it's game
Oh,
one from my group, from the League 5A.
okay.
So we have in the Fading Flames there are 10 leagues. I'm right now in the middle, and my first game is against Philip Carl, aka Kazandu, a player from America.
Sounds so German, but probably it's because he's playing EoS, right?
Yeah,
That's why it's a German name.
he had a Sylvan Elves list, only with three
Hmm.
Forerunners and Dryads and just wood. And he has this
Yeah,
EoS
yeah,
list.
yeah.
And I have my Warriors list and my Infernal Dwarfs list. And I took the Warriors and he took his Empire of Sonstahl list. And the first game is Encircle with Breakthrough. And
Okay.
here is my list. I don't think
So
we
breakthrough is pretty cool for you, right?
Breakthrough is pretty
Just a
cool for
random
me,
guess.
but we can go straight to his list because if you want to look at my list,
No, I'm good.
choose any of the old battle reports when I play Warriors. It's nearly the same.
I know the list. Thank you very much.
Um, this is his list, and his list is also pretty good for Breakthrough because he has a Wizard on horse, Wizard Master Divination, a
Hmm.
light armor with Essence of Mithril, Locket of Summoner, and a Magical Heirloom. Then he has a
Hmm.
Knight Commander as his general, with Shield Hand Weapon, the Light of Sooner, and Talisman of Shielding. Marshal on horse, BSB, with Banner of Speed and Air Icon, Shield Lance, and Obsidian Rock. Then a Prelate on horse with Hero's Heart and heavy armor with Basalt Infusion, and a Prelate with Great Weapon and Plate Armor. Then on
It's not common at all, this list. But I mean, the characters are pretty often similar, but Divination Master is, I think it's not that common. And you don't have any artillery beside the tank, right?
yeah,
So it's
he
pretty
only
cool.
has it.
Respect to Carl. I like it. That's something not common.
Yeah, it's more KOE
A
list
rush list.
than a EOS list.
Yeah, yes. Cheaper and less good in combat, right? So we will see.
Yeah, in the core he has one time 15 cavalry and one time 13, both with cavalry pick. Then
Yeah.
he has two times four knights of the Sun Griffin with lance and two time five riders for chaffing.
Before the game, how many points would you give this to this matchup?
Um,
Because And then afterwards, I would say, I guess.
yeah, it's pretty hard for me, this list, because of the cavalry picks. If he had lands on his core units, it would be better for me, because I can avoid being charged.
Charged. Yeah.
And with that, he is pretty nasty against nearly all of my units.
AP3,
And
right?
AP3, yeah. Strength 4, AP3 with hatred in the first round of combat, and
Okay.
it was a draw for me,
Okay, for you it's a draw. Yeah. Okay. If
because
I see it
he's
from first,
nearly as fast as me,
yeah.
and that's so that the secondary is a draw, or is hard to get for me and for him
Yes.
too. So all in all, I really think it's a draw.
I think you are a tiny bit more mobile, in my opinion, because you have like this single monster thing and your chimeras. So I would say 11-9 maybe for you, because I think you are stronger in combat, but he has more. For him, it's easier to get the objective. Just when I see the list like that.
Yes,
So
I have more mobility. Yes, that's right. But
yeah, but
he
has more bodies.
is stronger, has more bodies, and is tougher
Yeah. Yeah.
because of
Okay.
the
Yeah, we
one-up
will
armor
see.
save. And if you can see it, this time I play a evocation wizard master
hmm
and not an alchemy master, like in my last
hmm
tournament. And I hate me for that. I
Yeah,
play
but only
evocation
for this game.
all the time. I play alchemy. I came across elves and everything that's not alchemy. It's not good. And then I have this.
Mm.
Now I wish my alchemy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay with evocation. You have like reroll to wound and lethal strike, and yeah, I think it's kind of okay. It could be worse. It could be worse. But what is the biggest threat in his army for
For
you?
me, the biggest threat in the army would be the big block of cavalry, because I really think he put in his commander, his marshal, one prelate, and this is a pretty nasty block because of magic resistance 3
Yeah,
with a 816 advance and march, and the Light of Sonstahl is a pretty nasty monster killer.
what does the Light of Sunstall do? Deal
He
3
wounds
wounds? Or...
automatically with AP 10,
Ah, okay.
and that's the dead for all the Feldrock Elders. He has 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, so
Yeah, with hatred, right?
with hatred, yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's the rune blade from the past, I guess. Like
Yes,
before Night Age, it was the rune blade.
and that
Okay.
was
Eh, And I guess this divination master is also pretty nasty for you, right?
because of the Locket of Suna, yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's
I
one
can't
point. And
go in. I thought before that he took his wizard and his naked prelate into the small unit, and the other 3 into the big unit. So
yeah,
the small unit can be charged by only one of my chosen lords. I have to
mm,
go in with 2, so that I
yeah,
can say no, I don't want to the challenge.
mhm,
Then only one can hit, but this one can kill the wizard with the locket.
mhm.
So it's tough for me to get these 2 units.
At least you have a plan. What we will see. We will see.
he, he chose the sides. He said he want to have the strong middle and go on the south. And I said, okay, I will drop and start the game. For magic, I took Spectral Blades,
Roasted
Hasten
it.
the Hour, Ancestral Eye und Touch of the Reaper,
Nice.
and
Yep.
the Hellfire with my Battle Shrine to get rid of the chaffing units.
Yeah. That's the only
Yeah,
relevant target
he
for the
took
spell.
1, 2, 3, and 5 from Divination, and of course the Lash from Alchemy.
Okay, so not an enemy, Faith Judgment, Scrying, and Unearing Strike.
Yes.
In my opinion, Unearing Strike is the most dangerous spell, right? Especially for your big monster things or for the fell drugs. And then you have the Faith Judgment. What is your lowest armor in the army? Because I don't think I would take the spell.
The lowest.
Yeah, what's your lowest armor? To fight
The
the dogs.
barbarians. The barbarians with
Barbarians all,
four
okay,
up, 4 up.
4 up, and the fell drugs have 4 up as well, right? The normal fell
Genau.
drugs.
4 up, 3 up.
Okay. In my opinion, I wouldn't take this Faith Judgment because it's pretty useless for a 3 up armor. Even for a 4 up armor, I don't like the spell too much, and which I always take, or most of the times take, is the 4 spell. Oh, what's the name? Stars Align.
Yep.
Why he does not take Stars Align? Maybe because he has the hatred already on his cavalry,
Yeah,
but
I
its
think so
hatred is
too.
only in the first turn, right? And
Yes.
yeah, I don't like Faith Judgment too much. It has very good targets, but not in your army. So that's a constructive feedback to Carl for the next time. Okay.
So I dropped first. I thought to
Mm-hmm.
myself, okay, I don't want to fight here on the right side because of the ruin and on the forest.
Yeah.
So I only put one Feldrock Elder and my Greed Ward on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Then my infantry and a big chaffing unit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And on the left, my Feldrocks, chaffing unit, Feldrock Elder, and Last Chosen Lord. He then
Mm-hmm.
put his units like that. So Reiters, Griffins, the big block with with Prelate, BSB, and his general. And here's the Wizard and the Naked BSB. Then the Steam Tank in the middle. Another Knights of the Sun Griffin and a chaffing unit.
What was your plan for the objective?
My plan was to really push the flanks. So
Mm-hmm.
go forth on both flanks that I can slowly go into the middle and maybe support the middle with my warriors. And then maybe on round 4 or 5 just slip through.
Okay.
And I thought for myself, first I thought, okay, maybe I put the barbarians over here or the warriors. But if I do that, he would most likely
Mm-hmm.
put his army more to the right. And that is something I don't wanted him to. I don't wanted him
Yeah.
to use the terrain against me so that he can just corner up on the right. So I almost said to him, okay, here are all my scoring units. You have to defend the left and the middle.
Okay, and it worked obviously
Yeah.
to make him deploy like that. Cool.
In my first
Understood.
turn, I moved like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he made his Vanguard move with the Riders left, but not with the one
Mm-hmm.
on the right. I moved
Mm-hmm.
forward with the Wolves. Everything is out line of sight, except for the Feldrocks, but they are on a
You should
12
have.
charge.
Yeah.
And the warriors are on a 12-2. Then I move over here to be a threat.
Just
And I was pretty happy.
just a question.
Yes,
It's always easy from the third person perspective. Why you give him a 12 at all? Because he has basically no risk to try it, right? Or does he?
because I would love that he tries it, 12.
Okay.
And if he didn't make it, he will stand somewhere here. And then I have the whole flank with,
With the left unit. Sorry, I thought 12 with the right unit.
no, with the
Okay.
left one.
Okay, because with the right unit, he probably does not see. I cannot
No,
see it from here. Okay, because there I would say, okay, the 12 is a bit, yeah,
with
for
the
what?
left
But
one.
now, okay, now I understand. Yeah, then good move.
But I didn't thought about his on the double.
Maximize, you mean? Or what do you mean?
No, on the double he gets +1 advance and +4 march,
Ah,
the EoS. And at that
yeah.
time it was only an 11.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
And
Yeah. You mean the orders, right? The
yes,
EoS orders. Yeah, sure.
and then he said, okay, the 11, I take the 11 on the warriors. And I
And
said to
he,
myself, oh shit, an 11. Hey, hopefully he won't get it. But he, of course, hits the 11.
ah, ah,
So in his turn 1, he just ran into my
uh,
warrior unit.
uh, okay.
And my
That's,
warriors with halberds couldn't kill one of his knights. And he just
yeah.
kills them off and runs through. This is the end of his first
And you
turn.
obviously fucked your panic test, right?
I fucked my panic test, yes.
Of course. When
And
things go wrong,
yeah,
everything goes wrong.
and
Okay.
he made his Quicksilver Lash with 3 dice,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't ban it with 5.
Mm,
And my General Lord is almost dead.
mm. And you have no heal in your army. But to be honest, yeah, it was maybe a mistake to give him the 11. But if he missed it, then he's fucked, right? Then he get like 2 monsters in the flank. Or do I confuse something here? Yeah, okay, he could maybe chuff your. Yeah, maybe he could chuff your Feldrug Elder, but he would get the general in the flank, no?
If he won't get the charge,
Mm.
he will stand somewhere here,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, and then
things will go nasty for him, yes.
exactly,
Because
and so
he
that
can't
was a risky
challenge
move
me
by him.
with his general, because he's on the wrong side. And I can jump in, kill his prelate off, and then kill more and more of the unit. And then I can
Sure.
go with my warriors into the front too.
Yeah,
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 it was a risky move from him, but he
yeah,
said, okay, let's play all out. It's only the first game, and
yeah.
yeah,
Especially you're way too good for the fifth league anyhow. So if I would be him, I would go for some risky moves as well, maybe. So that could be also the reason that he has to
um,
go for risk
and
to
the
get
risk
any points
was
here.
really good for him.
Mm.
And I
But
only,
just to clarify one thing, so that we don't tell wrong things here, why he cannot challenge you when he's not in combat? Only the unit has to be in combat, right? Or
yes,
do I confuse something?
the if I'm on the flank,
Yeah, I think he can still challenge. I will check it up, but I think he can still challenge.
okay,
Yeah, I will check it.
yes.
But yeah, just keep going.
And my whole warrior unit only do 1 wound to his prelate, and that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Good start.
Yeah, perfect start. The writers killed off 3 of my dogs. My dogs killed off 1 writer, but they stayed.
Mhm.
it was kind of cool. Yeah, in my second turn, I made a charge into the Griffins with my almost dead general, and my Feldrock Elder went into the Reiters. Because he stood there and he could overrun with an 11 or 10 into the Knights of the Sun Griffins.
Yeah.
So he killed off them. He killed them off, but he only rolled a 6. So he won't get in, but my Lord does really good and kills off 6 life points from the Knights of the Sun Griffin. And didn't lose one, and they fucked up their steadfast test. So they run from the board, and I reformed so that I can see this unit and be in the back. So at that time, I thought to myself, okay, the middle is lost, but I won the left flank, and because of my moves on the right, I'm there really good as well. In the Magic,
your barbarians, did they rally?
they rally, yes.
And does he see your flank?
With the big unit?
Yeah.
No. With the big unit, I could that he can't see me.
Okay.
But he sees me with the small unit.
And next question, the mage is in the barbarian unit, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So he's still alive, at least.
And in this magic phase, I could bring Touch of the Reaper off on this prelate here, and only did 1 wound. So the dice were not in my favor, but it's okay at this point.
Okay.
In his unit, he then declares a charge against my barbarians with the small unit. I have to take it.
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise they will flee somewhere like that, and then he only jumps in with the big block, and then I'm off the board. And so I said, okay, let's do it. Kill them. Maybe I have the chance to get you somewhere over here. He then says, okay, the Griffins will die. So so he take them that they can take on the big 2. And with his steam tank, he goes for the shot on my Chimera or on the Feldrock Elder. He then, in shooting and magic, he starts to fire at the Chimera Lord, and of course with 5 Reiters, he kills off the Chimera Lord. He hits on 4s, he wounds on 5s, and I have a 4-up against it. And he did 1 wound, and I throw a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
General dead.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Your game so far. Yeah, and it's hard to get the objective right. Because he has 2 unkillable scoring units in your. Yeah.
The dice were not in my favor, and right now it's really hard for me to. Because he killed. I only have 3 scoring units, and now he killed 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have the possibility to explain how players think in that kind of situation. I mean, you obviously have little chances to win at all if the chances are 0. How do you proceed the game? Because there are like different types of proceeding the game? Do you, in this moment, do you think like, okay, I go all in and try to get any points, or do you say, okay, I save points to not get fuck 20-0?
Yes,
What is your
the second.
the second? Okay.
Yeah, cause now 2 turns are through, and I see that the dices are totally on his side. So
Yeah.
so that's the first thinking from me. If I go all in right now with with how the dices are, I will totally fuck up. He just dices me into the ground. So that was the first reason, and the second one was okay. Maybe if I can start with maybe 8 points or 7 points, what is realistic in this moment? When I can start with that, that's a good start for the league.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything is open. If I start with 0 points in the first round, it will be hard. That was my thinking. Maybe in a tournament with only 3 games, then I really can imagine to take the risk and go all in.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you just get 7 points in the first game,
It's
then
impossible to win.
it's nearly impossible. You have to go to 20 zeros, then you have 47 points. It can almost be the win, but
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe in a 3 point tournament, 3 game tournament, yes, but with the dice situation and with the situation that we have a league with 5 games, I said no. Let's save some points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's also why I'm asking the question. When I started to play, I always went all in. It was like, okay, let's try to get anything out of the situation, but it was most of the times the stupid decision. And now I'm also more into that, okay, let's save some points thing, because in the end, what is the probability to get any points when you go like on a high risk, when you're in such a situation? It's maybe 10-20%, just a random number, but there's 80 to 90% that you will get like a very very high loss, and that's why it's just math. Do
Yeah,
the math and you will not go for all in it. I really recommend to do so. Maybe if you have the really a chance to get like, or if you have not to lose too much, if you're not losing too much, then you can do that. But in general, I would always go for the yeah, how do I say it vernünftig?
for the
Uh, yeah, for the
safe route.
safe. Yeah, for the yeah, exactly, for the safe route, exactly. So yeah, I would go for the safe game as well. Good job.
Yeah. The only good thing was that he misfired with his steam tank. That was something good that happened in this turn.
A little win.
A little win. And then on my turn, I made the charge with the Feldrock Atlas into his rear from the small unit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it. I only killed 2.
Ah, yeah. Why?
And
What
he,
do they have paired weapon or
yeah,
regular?
paired weapon,
Okay.
AP2. I only killed 2. He did me 1 life point, and maybe that was a mistake from me. I should
Yeah,
have
AP2
just ran with them,
yeah.
but it was such a tasty
It's
rear.
of course it was.
Mm,
Yeah.
and he was highly buffed, so it was not my best um, thinking. But on the other hand, I charged Sun Griffins with my Feldrock Elder. He fled, and because of that, my Chosen Lord had a clean charge on his Steam Tank, and I went in and did 4 life points to him. And the other Feldrock charged off the Riders from the board.
Okay.
And here I have 2 dogs left to chaff his big unit. So at that time I really thought, okay, I can get these 2 units. I will lose this unit, but then I'm good maybe for 7 points.
But look, if you get the back charge, yeah, let's say successfully done. I mean, not the charge itself, but also the combat, and you kill, I don't know, 3 or 4. You have to kill 3 or 4 so that he's not steadfast anymore, right? 3 or 4.
Yes.
Then they ran out of the table. You have a chance to actually get the objective, right? Which turn was it? Turn 3? So 3 turns
Yep.
to go to get the objective,
I
and
can
then it's like
draw it
open,
there.
and then it's still an open game, and that's so nice at this 9H game because you're like doing a very not a very big mistake, but you have a very bad first round. It looks like it's over like after the first charge, but still you have a chance to yeah. It doesn't matter almost how bad it looks. You still have
Yeah,
a chance
never give
something.
up. That's a tip
Yes,
I can really give
yes,
anyone, because
yes.
after the first
There's
turn where he gets my warriors with the 11 charge,
yeah,
I
yeah.
I just can say, okay, I'm out, because he takes the secondary. He has 700 points in the first turn. I broke with my war dogs. I broke with the barbarians. So I knew in the second turn my magic will be off the field, and all in all, this one charge had cost me 1,250 points
Huh.
just cause of dice luck. And I already knew that at the moment he made the charge. And
You allowed him to be lucky. That's what Furin always says.
yes,
You allowed him to be lucky.
yes,
Yeah, and that was the problem. But
right.
yeah, but that's a good advice. Never give up. There's always. But I know it's so hard to play a game where you start like this. Yeah, I had this couple of times as well. But still, stay focused because on the other side, we are just shit talking random about gameplay and stuff. On the other side, the player is less careful. That's what I experienced it myself
Yes,
when I have like a awesome first turn and like this, like your opponent here. I think I won already, and then I start to make like stupid mistakes, and that's how
he
people
gets sloppy.
actually, yeah, you get sloppy, and that's how people actually think, and that's your chance. That's your chance that you get an opponent which gets sloppy and maybe here and there some bad luck, and then you're already back into the games. So never give up. It's a good advice. Okay, sorry for interrupting you, but yeah,
No problem at all. So then in his turn, I really thought he made the run with his big unit to be a threat to
yeah,
my big ones onto his back, but he will get rid of the Feldrucks at any cost. And it's okay for me. I was in close combat.
yeah,
Couldn't kill one, but I
nice.
made 2 life points on his wizard. That's all.
Okay,
I run, but he won't pursue them, because he feared that I will hunt him somewhere here with my big ones and then kill them off, he said. But yeah.
just to clarify what I said in it before with the dual thing. it's like you only can issue a duel when you're engaged, but you can accept a duel when your unit is engaged. Okay.
Yes.
So when you want to issue one, then only when you're in base contact to some enemy
Yes, and
unit.
that's
But
why
if
I
you,
said, and that would be really
yeah,
great with the unit, because
yes,
my lord will go on this side, and
yes,
then
yes,
his one is not in contact with me.
yes. But accepting is always possible. So if you go in and you
Yeah,
issue a duel, then he can still accept
yeah,
the model
but
which is
I
not in
don't
base
have
contact.
to issue
Of
one.
course,
That's good.
of course,
I
of course.
only have to accept.
Yeah, that was also sometimes different, I think, in the
Yeah,
67
in
for chaos.
the
It was
past
like
and for Warhammer Fantasy,
yes,
then
yeah,
you
Warhammer
always
Fantasy
had to issue and to accept.
with chaos warriors. Yes.
Then
Yep.
in close combat against the tank, something beautiful for me happened. And now maybe the less experienced players think, why really beautiful? You didn't kill him. Yes, I only did one life point to him. He did one to
Yep.
me, so we stuck. But why is this so
Your
good for me?
your turn is the next one.
Yes, I have the next turn, and this tank is a pretty good kicker for my Feldrock Elder. He
Yeah.
only has a 6-inch charge,
Yeah.
so then I go in and he can jump directly into the rear of the Sun Griffins and they can't flee.
Hmm.
If I kill off the tank, then yeah, I can charge them with my Chosen Lord, but it's too long for my Feldrock Elder, and
Hmm.
he can flee the next time.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this was really good for me. Okay, I really tried hard to not kill him. I took hand weapon and shield,
Yeah.
and um, he was really surprised and didn't thought about this, but it went good for me. Then on my turn, I did what I said.
Hmm.
Made the charge with the Feldrock Elder. Because of that, I go up on the hill with the Feldrock Elder here. The Feldrocks on the left didn't rally, so they.
Because half points. No, you do you rally on
I
half
have
the
4,
CC?
8, 9. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
half. I'm 25. So
Yeah.
yes, because of that. But
Okay.
they made such a beautiful run. They are out of line of sight from the big block.
And into the right direction of
Yes,
the objective.
it's perfect. And here on the back, I only moved my battle shrine where he can't charge him.
Hmm.
I killed off his tank, overrun with the Feldrock Elder into the rear of the Sun Griffins. Now it's his turn. And at his turn, he said for himself, okay, he realized that now he he had some problems because
Yeah.
my center is going to hunt his blocks,
Hmm.
and he didn't have any Jeff units. All his other units are killed, and he's really afraid of that. So he said, okay, I will evacuate my big block, where I'm really happy about, because that's the
Yeah.
block I didn't want to go in. And here he evacuated his mage, because he had the fear that I go in with my Feldrock Elder with a rerollable charge, and then just go in and kill off his mage.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. What you would probably do, right?
yeah.
So.
In close combat, I kill a lot of life points from the Sun Griffins.
Hmm.
I kill. I I killed 4 life points, so I killed one, and I have a rank, and he has one, so he isn't steadfast anymore. He then goes for the run. I couldn't catch him, but he runs through my dogs with two of his sun griffins, and so only the dog did 3 more wounds. That was pretty cool.
Nice dog.
Nice dogs. Then on my turn, something great happened. Cause let me, yeah, Bedrock here. I have to recap it. Let me think what did I do. Yes, this Bedrock here. Charged them. They ran off the board.
Because they were still fleeing.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I said, okay, I will overrun into redirect into him.
In the rear.
Oh, hey, hold on. Yeah, it has to be like that. Yeah, that's one. Then I redirect into him. He couldn't flee, cause with a 11 or 12 he will be out from the field or something like that. No, he fled, but only rolled a 3.
Okay. Then you reached him, and then you had the
Yeah.
reform.
And
Combat reform. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So I killed off 400 points of his griffins, and I reached his wizard master and reformed, and that's why this one is standing like that. With my dogs, I chaff a small unit. My Feldrugs rally, and I
turn.
Yeah, and I prepare everything to get the small unit. So I zone him there, I zone him in this direction, I zone him here, and he couldn't go into the front. And then he did, in his 5th turn, he pulls out the prelate from the big unit to chaff my Feldrug on the left. He moves out of the line of sight from my Feldrug here. So I only have the Chosen Lord left. But that's a pretty expensive chaff unit with almost 300 points.
It's not a BSB, right? It's just a prelate.
It's just a prelate, yes.
Yeah.
He then said, okay, 5 up Aegis for this unit, the blessing, but that's okay for me because I have the immortal gauntlets, and I think every round I have 6 whale tokens left because of the Waygate Orb, and I didn't do anything with them, so that's totally fine with me. On my turn, I then killed off the prelate with the Feldrock Elder and overrun. I moved back on the hill with my other Feldrock to so that he can't charge him, but I can charge last turn for this unit.
Yeah. Question, but you couldn't chuff his big unit. You don't need, right? Because they looked to the wrong direction, the big unit, right?
They can't see me.
Okay.
But
You missed your March check.
I missed my March check, yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have any general left.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, phew. Yeah, that's That's a big problem.
So in my
Okay.
that's my sixth turn. Yes, it's the sixth.
Okay.
So in my sixth turn, I said, okay, I move the dogs like that so that he can't move in a straight direction.
So
So
that he cannot charge
he
your
cannot
turn.
charge my chosen lord, so he is almost chaffed.
Yeah.
um,
Okay. And you got your Fedrock into his
yes.
deployment zone, so
So yeah,
it's 1-2.
I don't have the chance. I have a small chance to break the unit. A really, really, really small chance because he has a 9 rerollable.
Yeah.
But there is a small chance, so I thought, okay, let's give it a try.
Is
Push
it
this
a
one
9
unit.
or a 8 because you have fear? Or is he fearless?
He's fearless.
Ah, okay. Yeah, then.
Cause
Okay.
of nightly orders.
Okay.
Yeah, I went in
Okay.
and I couldn't kill his prelate in one turn with AP4 and divine attacks.
Yeah.
Strength 7 and hitting on freeze. I couldn't kill him in one turn.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. So on his sixth turn, I can kill him finally. He only takes the dogs. He made. Why didn't he take the charge on the Feldrock?
Well, yeah, I know why.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
obvious.
really hoped. I hoped so
Yeah.
much that he will take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because then.
I would even give him this 500 points for them.
And even the other 500 points for the
Yeah,
other Fedrock doesn't matter. Yeah, it looks so juicy, and I was like thinking, okay, then you did not jump, but then I saw, okay, of course you did it like that.
because if he takes the charge, he
You
will
get the
run out
objective. Uh,
from the objective, and I will draw it. And yeah, 500 points in exchange for 3 battle points would be pretty nice. Yeah, but he stayed these 2 combat rounds with his small cavalry unit.
mm,
But finally, so this is the end. Finally, in the end, I killed both of his prelates. I killed the wizard master, and I killed everything except for the big 2 blocks. And in the last round, you see what is the possibility to not kill a prelate 2 life points with AP4 and divine attacks, strength 7. So the chimera with AP2 too. So
but much better than it looked after the second turn or third turn.
yeah,
Much better.
yeah.
So
So I
cool.
lost the objective. I did 194 points more damage to him. So it's a 10-10 and 13-7 for him because of the objective.
It's ridiculous that you got a 10-10 out of this shit situation. Imagine you wouldn't have this mistake in the beginning.
Yeah,
Cool, good job, man. Good job.
imagine if he wouldn't make the charge in the beginning,
Yeah, that's what I'm
what will
saying.
happen?
Yeah, yeah, yes, exactly.
And if
Yeah,
I can ban the Quicksilver Lash with 5 dice, then my
yeah.
lord, my other lord, won't be dead.
Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a dice thing. I think you cannot complain in general about dices. It happens or it doesn't happen, but you can complain about playing mistakes. That's what you can complain about. And in my opinion, he did one in the very beginning, because that's what I meant with sloppy thing. Can you go to the to his first turn, the end of his first turn, or beginning of your second turn,
yeah.
something like that?
So the
Because
first, that's his first. End of his
Yeah.
first.
Exact. What did happen here with the big Knights block? Why did he overrun?
He did
Yes.
overrun.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I thought because you said like he destroyed it. No, did he overrun or did he pursue? That's the difference.
He did overrun.
Did
Because
he did
he
over
killed
because
something about
because
7 warriors or 8 warriors are still remaining.
so he did pursue. So he did not kill 15 warriors or how whatever you have. Okay. Okay, because I understood that he deleted them with one like charge, and then he could just reform into the direction of your barbarians, because then your barbarians couldn't get out of the line of sight of this. But
So
okay, then I just misunderstood
the
it.
tier, and then
Yeah, okay, that's understandable. Because yeah, as I said, I thought he
he
just
overrun. He pursued them, catch
okay.
them.
Okay, then it was no mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think beside the first turn, everything was pretty okay for you, right?
Yeah. I will never
Okay.
ever give the EoS a 12 charge again.
Mm, yeah, especially there. I think the most common master is like Cosmo
Yes.
on EoS, and with Cosmo you have the Truth of Time, and then it's very dangerous. Then you cannot give them even a double six, because then they have like 5 dice to roll a double six or
Yes.
6/5. So yeah, okay, cool.
But after what happened in the first turns and what the dice were, for me, I was pretty happy with the 7 points.
Definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much for this insights.
Yeah. Thank you for being with
Congratulations.
me.
Congratulations to 7 points after the start. And see you next time, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you for watching. See ya.